Hi guys, and welcome back to the Tat Cave. In this video I'm going to share with you my process for cheaply and easily cleaning your vintage game cartridges. Now if you're a vintage gamer, you will know the frustration of putting in a cartridge and it just doesn't boot up. And you take it out and you blow it and you put it back in and eventually it fires up. Generally this is caused by a build-up of grime over the years on the contacts. And with these few simple steps that I'm going to show you, you can pretty much eliminate that. I don't do as much vintage retro gaming as I used to, but I resell games. And I like to be able to put in the title that my games have been, properly cleaned and tested. And it really does help to sell them. So I thought I would share. I'm going to clean a few cartridges and I'll be interested to see the level of dirt and grime we get off them. So I've got a few classics and we'll see which is the filthiest. Okay, so I'm all set up and ready to go. So this is what I use. This is readily available. It's really cheap. There'll be a link in the description below to a cheap supplier, a cheap reliable supplier that I use for this. This is rubbing alcohol and it's perfect for cleaning up the contacts on your gaming cartridges. So that's that. What I tend to use are these, if I can pick one up. These are just standard cotton buds, as we call them here in the UK, or in America they call them Q-tips, I believe. So that's it. So I have a few classic vintage games and we're going to see which one has the worst build-up of grime. So we've got Mario Kart 64, great game, loved it to bits. One of my favourite games of all time, Tetris on the original classic Game Boy. My absolute favourite game of all time, Super Mario World on the SNES. Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive. Super Mario Brothers 3 on the NES. And Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one, the Master System. Okay, so my process. Open up your rubbing alcohol. You need to grab, I'll pick one of these up, cotton bud, a quick dip in there, and then it's a case of getting your cotton bud in onto the circuit board and rubbing it up and down on the contacts. And you'll see already it's lifted off a load. Let's go on the other side. Good scrub up and down. I don't know how clearly this is going to show. It's not too bad. It's pretty filthy on that side. Is that showing? I don't know what you can see, whether you can see the level of dirt. So anyway, I give it a good old scrub. And then I tend to use a clean one to go over it again and dry it off. Now you may have seen in a video I did recently, you can open up cartridges, and if you wanted to do that and clean them when they're open, then that's fine, but there's no real need to. You can get perfectly good access doing it this way. Yeah, you might be able to see when I've gone over it to dry it off, it's lifting off a load more dirt. Is that showing? So that was pretty filthy. You might be able to see the difference. Oh, hang on, I'm getting messages on my phone. You see the difference in the colour of the heads there? Filthy. So that was Mario Kart. It's basically the same process on them all. On Game Boy cartridges, you've only got one side of contacts to worry about. Again, pop it in. Good scrub up and down. Yeah, that lifted a fair bit off. I'll use the other side to just dry this one. And yeah, that's pretty grotty in there. Pretty bad actually. Not quite as bad as Mario Kart maybe. still lifting it off. So there's that one. Okay, let's try another. Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive. Again, same process. Get some of your rubbing alcohol on and apply it. On these, it's like the N64, you've got both sides of the board to do. Oh god, that's filth. Can you see that? Yuck. I mean, this is 20, when was this game out? 91 was it? Something like that, 91, 92. So that's, oh my god, filth. Yeah, that is just disgusting. Let's dry it off with the other side. So yeah, it's a build up of, what's that, 26 years worth of dust and grime. Let me move my light a bit now, might be able to see a bit better. So just dry that off. God, it's really picking a lot of dirt up. Wow, that's disgusting. Yep, so far that's taken the crown as the filthiest game. Let's try Super Mario Bros. 3. Okay, so two sides again on this. Oh, not too bad. Pretty clean actually. I think it would depend a lot on whether the owner kept it in the box, you know, if when they'd finished playing with it they put it away in the box, or they just left the cartridges out on the side to gather dust. Yeah, that's picked off hardly anything on there. Don't want to leave bits of fluff in there. Yeah, that was pretty clean. Okay, so that was a clean one. Let's try good old Mario World. Good old scrub. Let's see what it's found. Whoa! You see that? That is filthy on that side. Let's see if I might use the dry end. It brings even more off. Yep. Yeah, that's gross. That was pretty filthy. Right, last one, we have the classic Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one on Master System. Where's my last clean one? Here we go. Right. Pretty much clean as a whistle. Well, it's bringing a bit off now. I don't know if you can see that, but not much at all. So there you go. Anyway, that's my process. Hang on, I just realised I had a bulb in the picture that whole time. So there will be a link below to the equipment I use, to this rubbing alcohol solution. I think it's only £4 or £5, and to cotton buds as well. So in my little experiment, Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive was the filthiest cartridge. But now, after that, should load up fine. Okay guys, that's it. Hope you found that interesting. As I said before, links will be below if you want to pick up the rubbing alcohol or the cotton buds. Till next time, take care. I'll see you soon.